Don't wait. I know you immediately stopped the video, went to Sweetwater or Thomann, hopefully through my links below. Thank you very much. That helps. And looked at the pedal, and then you were like, oh my God, look at the price. I'm not buying a pedal for that price. And I get that. It is frightening. It's over 300 bucks. How much is it at Thomann? Bloom V2 Black, 335 euro for a freaking compressor? Well, there are compressors for that money, and they're good ones, but no. For a boost, are you insane? No. For an EQ, I'm not spending that much money on an EQ, and I would agree with that. What about all three? All those tools you don't want to waste money on, you don't want to waste pedal board space on, pedal board power, and then it's not really flexible because there's all like one setting, all that stuff. What if we combine them into one pedal and made it MIDI capable and really high quality? Then, all of a sudden, the price is not so bad. So before you run away, let's look at the Bloom. Come on, here's the Bloom. Jackson Audio, Bloom version 2. Version 2 means MIDI. We're gonna get to that. What is it? It's a pedal. Golden Boy is a super flexible overdrive and boost, MIDI capable. If you combine this with the Bloom, you have an overdrive, you have a compressor, you have an EQ, you have two different kinds of boosts. Haha, incorrect. 4 different kinds of boost, plus the Bloom, which is a 5th different kind of boost. Then you put something like, if we look at the back camera, for example, the Starlight and the Golden from Universal Audio, right there, on a fly rig, together with the Walrus Audio ACS1 amp simulator, and you literally have an insanely flexible fly rig. MIDI capable, except for the stupid Universal Audio pedals, because they don't do MIDI. So maybe use MIDI capable pedals on that little fly rig. On the table, by the way, I have a Futurist from Matthews Effects, which right now I programmed to do 4 different kind of compressors. It can do more, of course. So let's talk about what it can do in terms of MIDI. No, let's talk about what the whole thing can do in general. So you have a compressor with volume and comp, so that's your threshold, and then you can blend in the clean signal if you want to. Great. You have a EQ if you hit both of them. Bass, middle, treble, with a notch in the middle. Perfect. Don't use it if you don't need to, but you want that nice mid boost. Bam, there you go. You have a boost function. Really nice and thick feel on those knobs. Well, it's an expensive pedal, so it better be. And you click on that, and there's the boost function, and you can actually see how much it boosts depending on the LED. So you immediately even know on stage what you had that set to. So mega boost on orange, and then
more clean right here. Now, the cool thing on the bloom is, why is it called bloom? Because it can actually bloom up. You can determine the speed of which the boost ramps up. So let's say you want to get up to a chorus and you don't want to like roll up your volume knob or whatever. You're programming it to, let's say, be 2 seconds. You're holding this in. Do you see how it comes up? And it nicely ramps up that extra kick into the chorus. And then you either turn it off or holding it in, and it actually takes it away. That's an amazing function that in that way I haven't seen anywhere else. Now you can change the time in which that happens. Hold both of these foot switches in for more than 1 second. And now it's actually showing you the ramp time. Faster. I think it's up to 5 seconds. See, it's showing you what that would look like. Very easily programmable. Let's do this, that makes sense. So hold this in again. Done. So to reiterate, on, off for the boost, that's your boost level. Boost level is indicated by the color. Or hold it in and it will ramp up to that set level, or ramp down to that set level. And of course that set level, it also changes the color when you're blooming. The bloom cannot be triggered with MIDI. That's important. You have to trigger that on the pedal itself. On the website, there is no MIDI function to trigger the bloom. But you can trigger the boost on and off. Relatively simple. Comp. Well, no. There are loads of comps in there. Let's check this shit out. Hold it in. Aqua, wait a second. You gotta get up here. Here we go. Orange. So, white is a limiter mode. It'll just limit. Okay? Ultra fast attack, clamps any signal, acts as limiter. Set it up, all that. Green is a country mode. Fast attack, perfect for tailored country chicken picking or modern country. Not that I can do it, but I will try. Magenta, R&B mode. Medium attack, 50 milliseconds, works well with staccato rhythm parts. We will try. Blue is the ballad mode. You really nicely have a chord and the chord comes back up in the end. 120 milliseconds attack, which means everything you do is kind of unaffected, and then after 120 milliseconds it beautifully gives you sustain. This is the super special thing, the Aqua mode, which is developed together with Joey Landreth when he's playing slide. And there's a classic slide sound from some album or whatever that I read about. And the trick was back then to do 2 compressors in series. Well, we only have 1 compressor, right? Wrong! They put a whole second compressor in there. There are internal trim pots for the threshold and the volume, whatever, for this aux compressor, as they call it. So in this Aqua mode, there is a full second compressor behind this compressor, dual compression, and you even can set the second one up. Why can you set the second one up? Why isn't it preset set up? Because in the orange mode, it is the second compressor. So you could have green mode, okay? Set this up any way you want, and then go to orange mode. Wait. Did I set that up? No, of course I didn't. You could, with MIDI, switch to the orange mode and have a totally different compressor setting. 2 compressors in 1 box, accessible with MIDI internal trim pots. So, 6 different compressors, compressor modes, EQ, boost, everything with MIDI. Right now I've got it set to MIDI channel 4. How do you set that? When you power on the pedal, press both knobs, and then with the bloom, you can actually change the MIDI channel. The bloom knob will flicker in the amount of times that the channel is set to. Right now I've got it on MIDI channel 4, and with my little MIDI switcher, you can see I can actually easily switch between the different modes. I got it here. It says country, white, slide mode, and ballad mode. There you can actually see the colors better than on the top camera. So we're gonna start with the white mode. We could go into a bunch of amps, but it's a compressor and EQ in the boost. So let's not. Let's stick with the one amp.
You made it crooked.
I apparently made it crooked. I'm getting yelled at by my producer. But that's okay. I'm sleeping with my producer. That's how I got this job. So I think I've covered everything. Are you thinking now, oh, wait a second, maybe the pedal is worth it? Because it literally does 3 functions on your board, all MIDI capable. Of course, if we look at it from the pedal side cam, Leslie, this is the MIDI input right there. Just normal TSR, which is coming from here. So it's not a big MIDI plug, it's actually like a normal TSR plug, right? And everything top loaded. I just unboxed this Vola Vasti version 3, and we're gonna try this with the pedal, and the Tone King with the vintage 30 loaded creamback. A little bit of spring, but a little bit less. I hear nothing, because subtle. I can play very quietly now if I want to. It's not gonna do it. Gonna blend in the original. Green mode. Those notes just pop. Oh. I can't do it! I like it a lot. Next mode would be magenta, and we were already there. Here we go. And that is R&B mode. The ballad mode. Now double compression, the aqua mode. I moved it again, Leslie. Why didn't you bitch about it? I can't slide. I think I have one somewhere, but I would be laughed at. So let's not. And of course, the LED, as you've seen, shows you the compression state. That should be magenta. We don't have that. Let's do this again. Nice. And the orange mode is the built-in second compressor. You see, it has no effect. Because it's switching to the internal fully second featured compressor. Can't get it straight! So here's the bloom. So it's not a crazy boost, but it boosts. Beautiful mid-frequency right there, perfect for the solo boost. A lot of low end. I forgot to say that the compressor is an optical style compressor in the vein of the LA2A from Teletronics, which for me is one of the 3 types of compressors I use in mixing all the time. It's literally my go-to thing for a million things. Do not forget that this is also an amazing tool for bass with a little bit of boost, and especially those different comp types, and especially being LA2A because that is what I use on bass all the time. It is fantastically good. It's almost impossible to get bad sounds out of it. It's incredibly flexible. It can be bigger than that. And it's crooked again. Okay, don't buy this pedal and expect it to stay straight. They didn't build that into the design. The bloom function is phenomenal. It combines all those types of pedals in one that you're hesitant to buy because they're a little bit less fun than a fuzz or a delay. But it's all in there and it's all good. Smack a golden boy next to it. I know it's an investment, but you'll be able to have all these different sounds with MIDI, and with one touch of a MIDI switch button, you'll be able to turn this into a different compressor, the golden boy into a different overdrive with a different boost, bloom this puppy up, put some effects behind it. It's the fly rig guy's dream. Again, I'm not saying that it's affordable. I'm not saying that the price is like, oh yeah, let's just get that. But I mean, you've spent way more money on other stuff and didn't even think twice about it. So $335 for a pedal that's technically 3 pedals in one, and then given all the different compressors, it's actually more. And MIDI, and high, and build, and not too big. Come on. Come on. You know I'm not saying this because I'm getting paid, which I am. I'm saying this because I am impressed by Jackson Audio's pedals. Even the fuzz, which is difficult to do with me. Thank you for commissioning this video, Jackson Audio and Audio Distribution Group. Steve and those guys, thank you. I put links below. Please use them if you're interested in this. If not, hope you had fun. Don't buy the pedal. Also good for me. Actually, no, it's better if you buy it, so buy it. And annals at the end as always. Thank you.